What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? What's going on with LeBron James? Huh? LeBron James has been acting a fool lately. This guy, man, YouTube completely stopped my. Yeah, man, LeBron James, what's going on with him, y'all, lately? You know, it's like he's trying so hard to play some mind games with us. Oh, he might be a free agent. Come on, man. We all know LeBron James isn't leaving Los Angeles. We all know that. LeBron James trying to be slick. Um, he's trying so hard to get his son in the league. Bronny is not NBA material. Sorry, man. It is what it is. Truth hurts, I know. But LeBron James tries so much to get his son in the league. It's just insulting almost to the real NBA players. All right? What do y'all think? Do you think Bronny James is ready for the NBA? You know? Do you really think that he's ready for the NBA? You know? Give me a second. Because, ready, give me a second for, yeah, because he had 1 year at USC in college and averaged 4.8 points and shot horrible from the field and three-point range. But yeah, he's applying to the NBA draft. Make that make sense, y'all. Make that make sense for me. I got nothing against the kid. You know, I don't know him personally, but Bronny James looks like a good kid. But let's face it. If he gets picked in the NBA, it's because of his father. It drives me just crazy. It really, really does. Because he's going to take a spot away from somebody who really needs it. Some of these guys in the draft grew up poor. And making the NBA or making the G League, whatever, it could be a big deal for them. Bronny James comes from money. Bronny James has money already. You know? So if you have money already, why are you going to take a spot away from somebody who doesn't have money and who really deserves to be in the NBA? That's the question all of us should be asking. You know? And say what you want to say about it. Bronny James is not NBA material. LeBron James thinks he's slick. LeBron James tries to play dumb, but, you know, he wants his son in the NBA. LeBron James wants to play with his son on the same team. He's going to force the Lakers to draft his son. So the Lakers are going to waste their pick on somebody who's not NBA material. My question is, once LeBron James retires, whoever has Bronny James on the team, what they going to do with him? Are they going to release him? Because I don't think he could play at that level. You know? It's one thing to make all the three-point shots in practice, or there's nobody playing defense on you at a combine, whatever. It's another thing to make shots during a game. Okay? Most sports are mental. Basketball is a mental game. You know? It's evident in free throw shooting. You know? Free throw shooting is all mental. So, in the actual game, do you think Bronny James is going to be able to hang with the big boys? I don't think so. Excuse me, y'all. I'm out here feeding my animals out here. But I have to talk sports. And it just drives me really crazy, y'all. It really does. It really does. What y'all think about it? Do you think Bronny James is ready for the NBA? I don't think so. I think Bronny James is being forced to enter the league that he's not ready for. And LeBron James, Rich Paul, all the guys think they're slick. LeBron James is a shrewd operator. He knows exactly what he's doing. LeBron James is playing dumb. He's acting like he's going to be a free agent. He's making the Lakers sweat. Okay? Everybody in the mama knows that LeBron James is not leaving the Lakers. We all know that. Okay? So let's stop playing the charades. And somebody was saying that another team might pick up LeBron. Somebody said that another Ticket TV channel. If you get a chance, check out his channel, Ticket TV, cool channel. He said that a team might try to draft Bronny James just to use him as leverage to trade to the Lakers. You know, and I believe that. Ticket TV is correct when he said that. I think some teams might draft Bronny James just to force the Lakers to trade for him. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Which, if you think about it, it's not a bad idea for that team. That is, okay. It's not a bad idea because the GM is gonna make sure that that trade happens. You know, and one of my issues with LeBron James is that, bruh, LeBron James throws stones and then tries to hide his hands. Just come out and say, yeah, I'm controlling the Lakers. Just come out and say it, LeBron James. Just come out and saying, hey, yes, I'm controlling the Lakers. I'll have more respect for you if you do it that way, instead of trying to play dumb. You know. But who we kidding here? Who we kidding? LeBron James is running the Lakers. He wants Bronny James in the Lakers, and a team is gonna draft Bronny James just to get a trade with the Lakers. You know? So, give me a second, everybody. Yeah, so that's what I think is gonna happen. A team is gonna get Bronny James. Yes, Zay. He is always doing that, right? He is doing that, and, and it drives me crazy. Exactly, me too. I can't stand for that reason. Just man up. Say, hey, yes. Just man up and say, yeah, I control the Lakers. I have more respect for him if he does that. But LeBron James is very passive aggressive. He'll say stuff just to cause controversy. All right? He's pretending that he's gonna leave the Lakers again. We all know he ain't leaving the Lakers. We all know that. Okay? And my thing is just speak up, man. Just speak up and say, hey, yeah, you know. And my thing is, Bronny James is not ready for the NBA. And to be honest, I don't know if Bronny James is ever gonna be ready for the NBA. He's an undersized guard. He's 6'1" and a half. He's not a big guy. In the NBA, if you're under 6'3", you have to be elite at something. You have to be elite at something. Shooting, controlling the game, defense, at something. Bronny James is undersized. He's too small for a shooting guard, and he can't shoot. And as far as the point guard, I saw this on ESPN. He can't run the offense properly. So my thing is, if I was Bronny James' friend or agent or whatever, I would tell him, if you go to the NBA, focus on defense. Because one thing about the NBA, if you could play lockdown defense, then you could be in the NBA for a very long time. Play lockdown defense. So that would be my advice to Bronny James. Don't try to be a superstar shooter. Don't try to be Steph Curry or Dame Lillard, whatever. I don't think you're good enough to be those guys. Focus on defense. Pat Bev did it, you know. Bronny is nice. No, Bronny, no, you're right. Tank, you're absolutely right. Bronny is super nice. I mean, I don't know him, but Bronny is super nice. I don't blame him, to be honest. I don't blame Bronny. You know, when you talk about ball, I'm gonna be very clear. I don't blame Bronny at all, to be honest. Not at all. Because at the end of the day, if I had the opportunity to go to the NBA, I'll go however I go. So I'm not even blaming him. Oh, then y'all be worried about everybody else, kids but your own. But my issue is this, Brandon. My issue is this. I don't think Bronny James is ready for the NBA, and Bronny is gonna take a spot away from somebody else. That's what I don't like. You know. He's okay. Let's be honest. Right. I just don't think when it comes to the NBA though, the NBA has elite athletes, elite skills. I don't think his skills are NBA level. My issue is I don't want him taking a spot away. I don't want him taking a spot away from somebody who really deserves it. You know, if Bronny James gets drafted, he's taking a spot away from somebody who really deserves it. That's the part I don't like. You know, somebody who probably grew up poor, probably needs, probably hopes to go to the NBA, but can't because Bronny James is gonna take his spot. That's what I don't like. Yeah, Brandon, good point, Brandon. Good point. It doesn't concern me. I just like fairness. Great point, Brandon. Great point, though. I ain't gonna lie. Great point. It doesn't concern me because I don't know neither of them. I don't know none of them, to be honest. But But I want to be clear. I'm not hating on Bonnie. I think he's a nice guy. And at the end of the day, if my father played in the NBA and I wasn't that good and I got picked in the NBA, I'll go to the NBA too. You know? Oh yeah, Bryce is better. Oh yeah, now that I do agree. This was sports when it was a person who was average for the point. Yeah, Zay. Yeah, good point, Zay. Yeah, Bryce is better. That I do agree with. I think Bryce definitely has skills. Bryce is his younger son. So since he did a good job, it's gonna have to be great. Y'all mad? Nah, Brandon, I'm not really mad. But let's face it, Brandon. Put it this way. Okay, Brandon, put it this way. Other families also did a good job to help their kids reach this point. And then to get it taken away from them by somebody else who don't deserve it, that's the part I don't like. So it's more about that. Because other families also did great jobs also. And Bronny James, to me, isn't NBA material. But some kids are. So that part is going to be taken away from that kid. That's the part I don't like. And what's that noise? Fact. Yeah, Bryce is good. Bryce is good. Bryce remind me of Chris Bosh game. What's that noise, y'all? Hold up for a minute. It's a weird noise. That was weird. Yeah, Bryce is good though. Bryce is. I saw. Sorry, y'all. It's a weird noise happening here. I don't know what that is. I saw Bryce play before. He's younger. He can play. He got some skills. He's G League material and could work as well. Zay, good point, Zay. Good point. Good point. I believe that too. Now, I do believe that. I believe personally, if Bronny James goes to the G League, and in my opinion, if you focus on defense, Bronny, look at Pat Beverly. Pat Beverly had a long NBA career playing defense. Some say he's a dirty player, but hey, he's been in the league for a long time. He's taking somebody's spot who actually is NBA material. That's how I see it. All right. Look at it this way. Let's say you had a kid, and you know he's NBA material, but Bronny gets drafted over him. You know, and you know your kid's better than Bronny. That's what I'm talking about. Because Bronny came from money already. Some kids probably grow up poor and hoping to go to the NBA, and boom. That's what I mean by that. And it does happen, actually. It actually does happen. The other players who average more than him. Yes, that's my point. Yes, Zay, that's the thing. He averaged 4 points in college, 4.8 points in college. I mean, come on. He should have stayed another year in college. If he stayed one more year and averaged over 10 points, then maybe we can talk. So yeah, Zay, that's the thing. Averaging 4.8 points a game, shooting 27% from three-point range in college, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Team wants you, they will get you. Y'all. Brandon, I don't think you're seeing it. Brandon, look at that noise again. Hold up for a minute, y'all. This is a weird noise. But Brandon, I'm saying like this. There's only certain spots in the... Oh my gosh. 1 second, y'all. I don't know what that noise is. 1 second, 1 second. It's a car being towed, but the car... So weird. Anyway. So yeah. Some kids do average more than him. That's the thing. Oh my gosh. There's a car being towed, but I guess a bracelet on the car. I don't know. Sorry about that. So yes, the NBA has only a certain amount of spots available. So you mean to tell me if this kid averaged 12 points in college and Bronny averaged 4 points in college, why is Bronny getting picked over the guy that averaged 12 points? You know? That's what I'm talking about. I just want LeBron James to be honest with us. I think LeBron James should just come out and say, yes, he's my son. I want him in the NBA, period. Don't try to sugarcoat it. Don't try to say, okay, also, LeBron James made a comment during the season. He said that his son is better than half the people in the NBA. Really? Really? What is he doing? I know, right? I know. I know. He was towing the car, but it's weird though. I don't know. It's weird. Sorry about that noise, y'all. But that was a weird noise, y'all. But yeah, if I was LeBron, I'll do the same thing. Exactly, Brandon. Exactly. I'm not. That's a good. You know what, Brandon? Exactly. LeBron James is doing what every father would do. I think every father would do. So, and I'm not naive too. I know stuff like that happens anyway. I have a friend. I have a friend who played college football, and he told me that in the NFL, a lot of guys get picked in the NFL because they know somebody or have a relative on that team. So it does happen in other leagues also. So I'm not naive. It does happen a lot, y'all. Believe it or not. I have a friend who played college football, and he told me it happens a lot in the NFL where somebody will get drafted because their family members are on that team. So it does happen. Brandon, no, but don't act like he ain't getting favoritism because a guy averaged 4 points. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's my thing. 4 points is I don't care. 4 points. 4 points is not good, man. Averaging 4.8 points is just not good. If he stayed one more year, let's say Bonnie James stayed. Remember, Bonnie James came off the bench too, by the way. Wasn't even a starter. But let's say he stays one more year in college, and let's say he averaged 10 points. At least 10 points we can work with. Because, believe it or not, it's kind of hard to score in college basketball. Because in college basketball, they play press. College basketball does a bunch of full court presses, and the defense is more intense in college basketball most of the time. So if you can average more than 10 points in college, you're pretty good. You're pretty good. Because it's kind of harder to score in college sometimes because teams full court press all the time. You know, look at the players in the combine in all American games for the past 20 years. Not a single person averaged. Yes, exactly. Not a single. Oh my gosh, man! Not a single person averaged that. 4 points is low. 4 points is low, y'all. I mean, there's no way to look at it. I mean, there's no way to justify it. Put it that way. And he shot bad too from the field. He shot like 28% from three-point range in college. He shot 28% in three-point range in college, y'all. That's low. That's pathetic. He shot like 30% field goal percentage overall. That's just not good, And for his size, he has to be a point guard, but he can't run the offense like a point guard can. So he's stuck, And the coffee's still hot. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I forgot. The kid almost died. Now, Brandon, that is a good point, too. So, Brandon, I will give you that, Brandon. I will give you that. I will give you that, Brandon. The fact that he almost died, whatever. So, his first year in college, I kind of gave him a pass, to be honest. I give him a pass for that. Because that could be traumatizing. So, Brandon, that is a good point right there. That's why I think he should stay one more year to show everybody, hey, I'm back. Exactly, Zay, exactly. That's why I think he should stay one more year. So Brandon, great point. For sure, great point, Brandon. Because that is definitely scary what he went through. So his first year, I actually gave him a pass in college, believe it or not. So, because I thought he's going to stay one more year. So yeah. So I do think the heart issue, causes bad year at USC. I do think that it did contribute to that. I do think that. You jumping from college to the pros after having a heart attack. That's true too. That's true too. That's true too, But I put it this way. Let's say he stays in college again. I mean, let's say Bonnie James stays in college one more year. That means that and let's say he averaged 10 points, 5 assists, 1.5 steals. Okay, we could work with that. We could work with that. His dad going to get him a chance to prove himself at a high level. Also, too, one last thing, Brandon, I worry about, and this is serious too. I worry about if Bonnie James goes to the NBA, those other NBA players are going to be mad at him, and they're going to come at him hard, right? I'm afraid. So that's another reason. Also, the other NBA players are grown men, and And if Bonnie James plays in the NBA, those guys are gonna play tough defense on him from from A to B, from A to Z, and they're gonna attack him full court and play hard defense on him. They're gonna make Bonnie James first few seasons crazy. I'm afraid of that too. You know, I think personally he's just trying to secure the LeBron playing with his son for the league to make the interesting, Zay, interesting point, interesting point. You know, let's face it, LeBron James is a very powerful man, has a lot of connections. No Puff Daddy, no, we not Puff Daddy. No Puff Daddy. No, we're not coming over. Sorry, P. Diddy. We ain't coming over. That's funny, I ain't gonna lie. That is funny. But no, Puff Daddy. No, thank you. No way. What's crazy that I actually live in Miami myself. Of course, because they will look at him at the Silver Spoon player who did him. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm afraid of. Remember Lonzo Ball? Remember Lonzo Ball's father was talking all this stuff about his sons are the best. The first year Lonzo Ball's first game was against the Clippers in the NBA, and Pat Beverly played defense on Lonzo Ball from point A to point Z, and made his life crazy. They went at him, you know. No Diddy. They went at him. Eric says Bonnie needs a chance to prove himself. No Diddy. You know? And I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid the NBA players are gonna go at Bronny hard. I would. If I was in the NBA and I see this kid coming in off his father's merit, I'm gonna make his life crazy in the NBA. You know? Good point, Zay. Good point. Yeah. I know, not even close. Not even close. And the thing about it, Bonnie James, now again, his brother, Bryce James, he can ball, at that age. I see Bryce James making it to the NBA easier. But yeah, Bonnie James is not at Alonzo Ball level, for sure. Or LaMelo, for sure. And, but, the NBA draft is going to be very, very interesting, y'all, when it happens in a few months. I'm going to see who's going to be drafting who, A team might draft Bronny James just to leverage him for a trade with the Lakers. Can you imagine if that happens? Imagine if, let's say another team drafts Bronny and then asks the Lakers to trade their pieces for Bronny James. Can you imagine? Ticket TV said that. Ticket TV channel. Check that channel out. Cool channel. Check it out if you. But he said that a team might just draft Bronny just to spite him, just to use him as leverage. At the end of the day, I don't want Bronny James being used. At the end of the day, because this is a dirty game, and teams will draft him just to use him as leverage. So I don't like that about Bronny. Bronny's a nice kid, I think. I actually feel bad for Bronny because I hear him talk. Bronny's not cocky. He's not arrogant. Looks like a nice guy, to be honest. So I feel bad for him sometimes. Because the amount of hate, if you go to the NBA, the amount of hate he's gonna get in the NBA by other players is gonna be mind blowing. He's gonna get hated on by a lot of players, y'all. And these players are gonna go at him hard. As soon as Bonnie James tries to dribble up the court, he's gonna get pressed. Pressed big time. And that's what I'm afraid of. But anyway, thanks for all y'all comments. I appreciate y'all comments, man. This topic is gonna be ongoing for a long time, y'all. Brandon, we don't only raise culture that deem circumstances like this. We should be proud of the father. No, Brandon, we all should be proud, for sure. He's nothing and nobody. Yeah, I'm proud LeBron James is is being a man and taking care of his kids. So none of us doubting that. None of us are doing, are saying, that's wrong. It's just that other fathers are doing the same thing, and other fathers want their kid to also make it to the NBA. That actually deserves it, I think. But this topic is gonna go on, and once he gets drafted, it's gonna be basically, once he gets drafted, it's gonna be give me 1 second. Once he gets drafted, it's gonna be ongoing news because ESPN, everyone's gonna cover this, right? Now, with all that being said, y'all, if Bonnie James gets drafted, I wish him the best. I want him to succeed. If he gets drafted, I want him to succeed. Okay. But anyway, thank you for hanging with me. I'm gonna catch y'all next live. All right. Peace.